shelo makani sona. Anake no menakasi no makasiwa. Eloka eniso mahinaka nisiko seko ma. Waleko enaselo ebeko nakelo kamayo. Se o ekano menaleko neseo ya. Amisekona enahina. Kona bikisi pona kisa ka sikona sa he kona bikisi pona ka sena. Well, it's once again another day that we all come together in unification and building a black nation. What's up, Go Francis? See, they tried to take the Go from off the street of 7th and Florida Avenue corner, but the people come together in unification. See, they can't stop our nation. And you know it, because I remember the time. Now, I ain't gonna tell them you should dance. When I say this, it ain't like on the table. I'm talking about the Go. She'd be in the chair to the table and to the floor. Bing, rolling. That's why they call it Go Francis. I ain't gonna tell nobody that she couldn't outdance me. Now, good morning, my sister. I always love your broadcast too. It's spiritual. I mean, you should be in a church somewhere. You know, you should be a reverend or something like that teaching, because you be hitting and holding. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, man, I'd be ready to start praying. But I think I'll leave what I think in my thoughts, but keep on doing what you're doing. It's not 100, it's 1,000. You be rolling, I'm telling you. But I want to say my name, y'all, she know me as Fish and Billy Jack and all that. That's when I was in the black light. But anyway, my name is Humam Abdulmalik, your host of Blackanized Report, motivator, stimulating globally of a black essence, a black realization to help build this nation because of my divine pedigree. When my eye opened 7 years ago, and that's where I've been on that spiritual path and that spiritual road. And I don't have a choice in the matter. I don't even want a choice in the matter, because I'm the emissary, the creator, on the pathway of my ancestors. So the creator and all the ancestors that I can think of and can't think of reside in me. That's when I'm mentally free. But I ain't no better and I ain't no bigger than nobody else. I'm just a black man, a warrior, priest, king. But that makes me, I'm with my brothers and sisters on an equal level. And I don't ego trip. I'm not arrogant, and I ain't none of that. You know, I'm about us in a unified effort, you know, to come black to who we are, the reality we are. I was listening to this Jamaican brother this morning, right? And he was hitting the points that, you know, I be making points about, but I've been looking at his post for a long time, right? And I ain't never get into it. So I got into it this morning, man, and the brother was on point. He talked about how everybody come from us, from back in, you know, the age of Pangea. If you don't know Pangea, that's the time when the whole earth was connected. See, we go back that far. We go back from the Pygmy and the Twa in Ireland. We was there 8,000 years before the Irish European came there. And the Jew was there before them, and they looked at us like we was magic and this and that, but we dealt with being an alchemist. Look up what alchemists mean, you know, like we can take rocks and this and that and turn it to gold or diamonds or what. We had that power. We had, and we got it. We still got it. It's within our DNA, and all we got to do is tap into the energy, or the energy tap into us, and then we realize who we are. And so we come into that spiritual dynamic, spiritual power of divine power in this day and hour. This time is the age of Aquarius, and that's why we got to come out of that delirious state of mind and come together and unify all over the land and sea of this planet Earth. Because we're going to give birth once again back to that matriarchic energy in my aunt. And if I'm saying some things that you forgot or you don't understand, look it up, please. Because I'm not trying to, you know, confuse you. I'm not trying to lose you. I'm trying to be right on your level. I mean, and everything I'm talking about is plain and simple, just like the temple. And if you go to the temple, see, we ain't got to go to the church or masjid or synagogue or the Buddhist temple or none of that. That's what we do. On the man side of things, when they get into your mind. But when you're divine, of a divine essence, you should know it, because it's plain and simple. Just like I said, this is the temple. And you go in the temple to do what? To worship the creator. So if you go in this temple, then the creator got to be in you. See, we have an universe that we have to understand about, so we can have a profound effect upon the universe. And, you know, I might say these things and it sounds like I'm redundant, and I reiterate them, you know, every day or something like that, but I got to keep on doing it. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do this around the clock. See, we got to stop dropping. We got to stop dropping dead our young brothers in the street. So if I don't keep saying what I'm saying and reach their head, then that's what's going to happen. And it ain't going to happen no more on my watch. Because as I said, I'm a spiritual warrior, a mystical warrior, and all those things. So I got to be the emissary of my Lord and my ancestors, because they have chosen me. I've been chosen. So by me being chosen, I have to do the work. And, you know, people be saying they out here doing this and doing that and stopping this and stopping that. Me being the ANC, and I'm in the community, right? ABO6, and I know I know the head of the young brothers, the young warriors that's in my community. And, you know, and then they say, we come over there and we do this, and then we see that there's different groups and all that. And I'll be looking at them, man. I'll be looking at them. They say we got money, but we need volunteers. I'll be looking at them. I'll be looking at them. I say, man, in my mind, I say, man, come on, y'all. If you're getting money, man, come to the table, share that bread, you know. It ain't just for you to be the head. You got to be equality. You got to know equality. How you doing, my sister, Redford Kim? It's a blessing to see you coming on and listening in. Thank you. And so what I'm saying about these brothers making a statement, and I go walk through my community, and it ain't nothing like they said. You know, where we be in there, we be doing this and we be doing that, and it's different groups and this and that. Man, that's one group, man. They be on this side of the street, they be on that side of the street, and they be around the corner. But they won, unified and mobilized. I mean, I can't say for sure what they're doing, though, but I know they strong, though. And I love them to life, though, because they me. You know, what they do, I've been there. I just came more in a spiritual entitlement from my Lord to be a world changer, to be an emissary among my people, and especially them, because they're the ones that are being attacked. They're being attacked so our natural enemy can have more control. See, if they got our youth out the way, and our youth leaves babies out here with an unprotected woman, because he ain't here to protect the woman, so the woman going to be in search of somebody to keep everything intact. So sometimes you don't go the right way. And see, the Europeans are trying to come in so they can survive. I know some people say, man, why you always talking about the Europeans and this and that? Because I'm speaking the truth. I ain't speaking no lie. I'm speaking the truth. I'm not a racist. I'm a race man. I've been that way all my life, because I was born when I came through the phallus of my father, when he ejaculated me through lust of love and the canal of life, and my mother and her yoni. And I waited that time to come out. And it was all divine, by divine decree, that I could have been aborted, because my mother ain't raised me, but she didn't abort me. And I love her to life. And she gave me somebody that was a mother to me. And I love her to life. So in that occurring in my life, and then Wilbert too, the father figure in my life. And then I met the guy that's supposed to be my bloodline father, but he told me my mother was a prostitute. I ain't getting mad. I couldn't get mad at him, because life is life. She was from the country, come up here to DC. It was faster than it is now. It was like, you know, if you look good and fat and you went for that, you know, how manipulation and all that with this ain't that type of drink, but this is a good drink. See, if she was on water, it wouldn't have happened. But everything happened for a reason. It brought me here. I swear. Mm, mm, mm. I'm telling y'all, man, God, Lord have mercy. I can go to sleep with this here. Woo! This raisins, and the other thing, man, raisins and not prunes. Man, I don't even know what it is, but I'm telling you, it's so doggone good. You know that record with by Water say it's so doggone good. You know, like that. Damn. I don't even want to put this down. I want more of it, but I drunk all of it. I drank the whole bottle like this. Drunk a whole bottle like that, right? About 2 or 3 days, 4 days to 5 days, right? Man, I want night. Man, we should market this stuff here, boy. I'm telling you. But you need this in your universe, in your terrain, your lymphatic tree that's in you. What's the lymphatic? You got to talk to Kern. You got to talk to Kern, Khadijah, Abdulmalik Davis, folks about all that information. But it ain't no joke. She knows that better than me, so I don't want to twist it up. Lymphatic system that we deal with. See, we are organic beings. We are divine beings. We are beings of physical and spiritual intertwinedness. And we got that mindness to be that type of way. We ain't got to drink no wine. We can drink water, man. This tastes so good. It'd be like, man, I'm telling you, this put me in a state of mind of paradise. Then get back to the subject matter that 1, I always talk about Europeans. 2, I always talk about my brothers. And 3, I always talk about my sisters. And all that is in the quotation of us building our Black nation. Once again, you know, like Black Wall Streets and infrastructures built, because they're doing the destruction of our communities and neighborhoods through gentrification. See, what we don't realize that it ain't just from 9 years ago when they started in DC. It's a thing about 20-year plans, 30-year plans, and 50-year plans. They had all this stuff planned because you see how Georgetown is today. It wasn't like that. We used to live in Georgetown, and now you can't tell that we did. So we used to live uptown. You can't tell that we did. I mean, a few of us still there and holding on, and they're strong, and I respect them. Uptown, downtown, northeast, southwest, wherever it is. It's a gentrification movement of the white supremacies and white privilege. And that's what it is, man. You and the political arena is part of it because they pass the laws and all that to get the contracts and all that and this and that for them to build. But it's a continuation of like I said, 30, 50-year plans, man. It ain't like the day they go in there and say, we got to do this and we got to do that. They already had their plan now and they come in, we ready to build. And you can see everywhere that you look in DC and around the country, these people are building and then they're trying to move us out. And they're trying, and not trying, but they're doing it because their construction is the destruction of our neighborhoods. They talk about in DC what they say, affordable housing. How can you have affordable housing when you can't deal with affordable living? And the reason you can't deal with affordable living because you don't have affordable wages. And these people that's in leadership, right? They give themselves a raise, right? I ain't talking about like $20, $50 or $100. They give themselves a raise of $1,000 or more dollars, right? And how long have we been trying to get $2 raise? $3 raise. I remember, I'll say this here. I remember when I first started working under the leadership of Marion Barrett, I was making 160, but 160 at that time was cool in the game. Then from the 160, went up to 5, and went from 1.5, it went up to 10 or 7. Man, right now, they're trying to get it to 15, but it's at 12. You know, the minimum wages for workers. Man, is that crazy? With that, that's still slave wages. That's like being an indentured servant on the plantation, but you sharecropping the clock. And these people living the life like Raleigh. And it's like, they get the suits on and their white hair on. And then they got some of us that's in there. But I I can't account for all of us. I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing to step on some toes, but it's only I go with my councilman, Trayon White. I'm going with him all the way. I'm backing him all the way for whatever. Because he always in the trenches. He been in the trenches with this here. You see this? This is a Brother Huddle. You know, I always say I don't mention Brothers Huddle, right? Because I live Brothers Huddle, right? I was at the table when we put it together, right? So I ain't gotta always say nothing about it, but I want y'all to know that I'm a part of it, you know. And our brothers, my consciousness, and Frank Muhammad, and the other brothers that still in the trenches, and I'm in another trench, but we still together. See, spirituality won't let us break apart because we always connected in the currency of God. That's what I said, and I meant it. Because I know who I am and they know who they are. See, and then we got a cluster of brothers that's real. I don't care what we feel spiritually or divinely or what you want to call religion, you know, because Brother Imam Ali, he Muslim, Sunni Muslim, strong as you can be. Now we got Frank, we got my conscience, they're in the nation, therefore I, the fruit of Islam. But they black guys, they black warriors. Ain't got no problem when we come together. Then we got the Christian brothers, the brothers at Union Temple. And Brother Jeremiah Wright, he down where he at, but his message is all over. Because see, like with our ancestors, they're all over in this energy, this space of energy. And that's what we got to know our connection is to a divine. We're connected to what they call God, and that energy of the supreme being flows through our lymphatic tree, like the tree of life. I got a tree out on the yard, right? I mean, out on the yard, not my yard, because I don't have a yard. I'm just leasing space. Man, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, man. Every time I walk past it, I get stuck, especially during this time when it buzzes. I can't help myself, man. It like I fall in love, like I can't move. I be stuck and I be looking at it, man. It's like in the garden of love, a garden of divine essence. It's like lymphatic tree that's in us, keep us alive in the water and all that that's in us, and we got to keep it hydrated. And now I'm gonna get me some garlic water. Yeah, this is good too. I'm telling y'all. Tell you, but here you go right here. Here go the thing, right? This is something by Humam. He a herbalist. This deal with fungus and all that, destroying fungus and all that type of stuff and all that in your system, in your lymphatic tree. And man, I'm telling you, the taste of this ain't nothing like the taste of this. The two extremes, but they're both. Oh yeah, this ain't too good either, but I love garlic. But this here, boy, woo, Lord have mercy. Shoo, Lord, I can feel it going down. I can feel all the pepper or whatever, all the ingredients. See, but brother, you're a master drummer, you're a herbalist, this brother alchemist, you're a warrior, voodoo priest, and all those other things that they say we shouldn't mess with. But he's Africanly inclined in connection with our ancestors in a divine way. He's one of those spiritual brothers that's on the divine essence, a divine mission. He beat the drums to djembe and all that to bring the message from our ancestors. Powerful brother. So I'm gonna follow his lead. Because he deal with leads. Makinisa Punaka. Hey. No, I had to give a shout out to the Brothers Huddle, man, because I ain't been doing that lately. But I ain't got to do it because and I know, and they know that I always on the road. And like I said, I was at the table when this unfolded. And sometime I just got to go underground. I be in a rabbit hole. And sometimes I don't be in the physical rabbit hole. It be in the mental and the spiritual rabbit hole, so I can get information from my ancestors and the creator. Just like my big uncle just come in. He just touched bases in, because he is DC LOM. That means DC, loyalty over money. That he don't put the money before loyalty. But that's his clothing line. You better check him out. That's so your eyes can see from your mind the divine essence of his creations. I'm telling you, I got to get with him, because I got to get a Blackanized Incorporated conscious chess move hat and shirt, both of them different names. And who would I want to do it more than my big uncle? Yes. But anyway, I just want to talk a little bit more about, oh yeah, I got to get my natural water on too. This is some good natural spring water here. See, I deal with the liquefied energy that I got to go in me, my lymphatic system, right? And that's like the tree of life. Just like I was talking about that beautiful tree out there, man, I fell in love with it. I protect it. It's like the tree of knowledge to me, the tree of life. That's how I feel about it. You just got to see this tree. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's such beautifulness that, man, it takes you back to the beginning of wherever you've been next to the creator, man, that energy, that power, that substance and beautification and love. I just learned this new quote from Sister Karen Khadija Abdulmalik Davis Folk. She said, the law of vibrational energy. I said, what is love? What is love all about? You know, she said, law of vibrational energy. I looked at her. I said, could you say that again? She said, love is nothing but the law of vibrational energy. And see, I'm into that because I know about the frequency, the vibration, and the energy. And when she talked like that, I took off my hat and I ain't scratching my head. I just did a little, went in a trance state for a second. No joke. That's why I like being around people that's intelligent and spiritual and divine. Because I know who I am, where I come from. So I want to be inclined with those type of people. And the other people that's not there, I got to lift them up. In the air we breathe, the magic that we relieve situations from. We got to know who we are. Yeah, I'm a voodoo priest. Yes, I am a warlock, I'm a witch doctor. I'm a, what else? What else? I got to go here. I'm an alchemist, medicine man, all that. I practice black magic, all that. And they talk about the Antichrist. Nah, you ain't gonna sell my soul for at no price. I can't be brought nor sold. You talk about the Antichrist, it ain't nothing but protons, neutrons, and electrons that deals with carbon. Carbon is the energy of the creator that can never be destroyed. And that's who I am. Don't forget, in the temple, what's in the temple that you go in the temple to worship the creator, energy of the Lord. See, I do go to the masjid, I tell you, Imam Ali at Rushidoon Community Center on Friday or Juma or whatever. Then on Saturday, I ain't been back up there. I wanted to keep going to the synagogue up there, uptown Northwest. But I ain't been back because I've been doing things on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I go to Union Temple. And I'll go to the Nation of Islam on Friday, Sunday, or whenever they have their classes or their demonstrations of the spiritual elevation of the people or the group or whatever. I love the nation and the fruit because they're strong, they're soldiers, organized. And then if I knew how to get down there to Jeremiah Wright, love him too, man. He gave a dissertation on the Seminole that was so strong and powerful. Woo, Lord have mercy. I'm trying to find out what tribe that my family line is from in Virginia, Manassas, and Warren, and Faulkner County. So I can be in tune with that energy, and I'm already in tune with it. I just don't know for sure what tribe it is, so I can. So I can be in tune with it. I know it's coming through me. My ancestors are coming through me. And people say, man, what language are you speaking? And this and that. I say, it's the language of my ancestors. And I either got to define it or they're going to send somebody to me to let me know what I'm saying. Ain't that gravy on the mashed potatoes? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, we always got to keep boycotting racism and sickness of white supremacy and privilege and all that, and gentrification and all that. We boycotted on my page now. Is hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. We do that to just keep in touch with each other, say what we're doing around the globe. This is a worldwide boycott. I'm telling you. This, along with doing that, we also do the same hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham to deal with black on black entrepreneurship and partnership and not competitive but cooperative operations, so that we can build our free black nation globally. I'm talking about the brothers in Australia, China, Japan. You got to come out them backwoods and stand up and be men. And the people that's in Libya, y'all better stand up, man. Y'all letting them people do them things to your wives and your women, and y'all just accepting it. Come on, man. And then you talk about the UN and the Muslims and this and that. Y'all ain't doing nothing, man. Them people, them people are wrong for enslaving them people. And what's happening? Nothing to be saying about it, because they control the news. That's what they want. They want those people for body parts and sex rings and all that. Because they want the melanin and all that, but they don't know that the melanin from the source cannot be reinvented in another source, a foreign source, and especially them. And I heard from that. And I also heard from this too, that they got people in South Africa, right? You got the South African us, right? And then we got other us from other parts of Africa, is a continent, right? So they come from where their country and come down to South Africa, open stores and this and that. Then the South Africans gonna come in their stores, loot their stores, and beat them up and kill them and beat them to death and this and that. And won't do nothing to them Afrikaners. Still control the land, still control the diamonds and gold. That's the wealth of the soul of South Africa. That hurt me to my heart, man. But it's Negro pens and agent provocateurs that deals with this system, and it's a worldwide system of deception, from the Vatican, from the Queen of England, and from the United States of America, which I co-opted the name of the United Snakes of Hypocrisy under Satanic administration. Y'all say, how can you be saying all this stuff here and you're ANC commissioner? Does that not make me a man? Does that take away from me to be a black man? Does that take away from me for being a man that deals with the truth and knowing and understanding the reality of the millenniums that we have been dealing with these people, and these people have been not a people with a personality of humanity. These people have a personality and a persona of the animal that's in their bloodline. And I ain't lying, it's what they say. Their scientists say that they come from genome primates, that their bloodline is RPH factor, which comes from a canine type bloodline. See, when they lived in the cage with the animals, you know what they did? They practiced bestiality. They do it now. When you see two ladies together and they got a dog almost 6 feet tall, that's a red flag. Man, I apologize for laughing, but the reality is what it is, man. Brothers and sisters, we gotta stand strong in this day and time, man. I mean, it ain't no mystery to me, because they use religion, to divide and conquer us. Like I said, I go to Juma on Friday. I go to church on Sunday. If I know how to, I'm gonna start going back to the synagogue on Saturday. Then the Buddhists, I want to know the Shinto, the Shi. I want to know all the so-called religious or spiritual entities of humanity. That when I go in there, I be that light, because I am enlightened. Because what happened to me 7 years ago opened my whole new frontier. Like I'm on a Star Trek, right? The frontier. But it is the frontier. It is the frontier right here. The frontal lobe, and then the third eye here. And that happened to me. So I'm mentally free and spiritually free. And nothing you can tell me. And I'm not saying that through arrogance or being self-centered or egotistical. I'm humble in all humility. But I am a warrior. Don't get it confused. Don't look at me like I'm soft, because I can become an African ninja, and I go down the rabbit hole and come back up, and then you think I'm a gorilla. But see, I'm waiting for the message from my ancestors. Like the brother, where you go? The brother, the maker of this here. A master drummer. So when he beat that djembe and all those congos and all that with his group, I'm listening. I'm listening to what my ancestors saying by divine decree from the Creator. You think I do this every day for nothing? You think I do this for a joke? You think I do this to get paid? I don't get paid for this. I would like to, because I need some extra money, to survive. But that's the only reason. See, I ain't trying to be a celebrity. I ain't trying to be, I like not to be a celebrity, but I like a platform to speak my truth, not my truth, but the truth that's put in me. And I know it's the truth, because when I speak it, who I'm speaking to, they listen. Some people say, man, that's powerful what you said. I say, thank you, but I don't like accolades. Even Karen Khadijah Abdulmalik always say, man, people say that, take it. I'm not that type of person. I take it, but I don't want to, I don't want to be seen. I want to be that humble person in humility. When I have to go to work in another form of fashion, then you can see the other me that's meant to be free. When I have to go underground in the rabbit hole, because I got soul. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're in the clouds, you know what I'm talking about, that all the while that this is a revolutionary movement. And we have to be revolutionary and evolutionary at the same time. But everything, the reality of the mind is the truth of all time. See, I don't be lying, and my perspective comes from what they said and what we said and what my ancestors and the Creator give me when I go on astro travel, when I journey to, I don't know where I go. I know I'll be light years away, because you move at 186,000 miles per second, thought and light. So anywhere I go at night when I'm shokonabika, like that. But it don't be like that, because I be asleep for some hours when I journey so light years away. Come back with information. If it came from a dream or inspiration, it's there. Where did it come from? It came from my Creator and my ancestors that's in me. Woo, Lord have mercy. Oh, I didn't even say this yet. This is Poetry Month. At this Poetry Month, I got to do a poem or two. And also, this is Emancipate Yourself from Medical Slavery. And the sister, Karen Khadijah Abdulmalik Davis Folks, is the brainchild of this Freedom Train ride. This being April, this is that, the whole month of April. It's about that. The discovery of you being your self-healer. She appeals to that mindset of you being divine in the essence of you dealing with your own health matters. You being your own doctor. And April the 30th is the 9th year of her dealing with this. And she got to Emancipation Day for medical mental slavery. On that particular day, April the 30th, she having a program, panelists, people supposed to be coming in and telling them about how they got to the point in their life to live the way they living as their own personal doctor. And I got to do it myself because I've been in her school. I mean, I got my own methodology because she told me, I'm giving you this and you got to go the way you see. So I did that. I mean, like, I don't have the total key, but I like what helps me, you know, and I don't take medicine. I took some medicine. Then they tell me I ain't got this, but I got that. When they say I ain't got nothing. But see, I know they're trying to entrap me so they can get money flow. That's all it is. The medical industrial complex. All it is about money. That's like the prison industrial complex. All it is about the money. And they got to use us as the consumers of everything that they do. They got to experiment on us through the energy. I mean, through the frequency, how they got our young brothers killing each other. It's through frequency that they say, don't deal with this and don't deal with that. But they took it and stole it, and now they shook it. They don't know what they're doing, but they got enough science behind them to mess with the frequencies. Oh, you know, like the hot, to mess with the weather. People say, oh man, that's a conspiracy theory. Well, you can conspiracy your theory away from me, because I'm dealing with the truth. And if they said it, and I can feel it and see it, and I can read and study it, and then I ain't gonna believe it, I'm gonna know it. See, I don't just talk to be talking. I research, or research is given to me. I was looking at this page, right, of this Jamaican brother for about a week or two. I say, man, I never opened it up and listened to him. So I did that this morning. And the brother is saying, and on the same frequency, energy, and vibration level that I am, the divine essence of our ancestors and the creator. And he was saying some things like, wow, that's what I know and that's what I acknowledge. And all this time, this brother had that mind. And so I be on that divine pathway with my brothers and my sisters to stay alive, because I can't die. Only thing go is my body. But my legacy, what I left and what I said, it will be here. If not in my family, and it will be here because I'm going to write books. I got about 2 or 3 books. I'm going to leave a legacy. See, I ain't going to be here for nothing, because I'm a revolutionary. I'm a black man. I've been taught by the best wherever I've been. If it was in the street or in the political arena, I've been taught by the best. I only took the best of what they could give me. That's why I like, that's why I know, that's why I support the young, astute political genius, to me, Councilman Trayon White. See, everybody else, I don't know. I see them do what they do. But this brother, I seen him in the trenches. Matter of fact, he was part of this crew, Brothers Huddle. That we was in the trenches. We was going around Ward 8, feeding everybody. I mean, we was feeding them, you know, like some hot dogs, potato chips, and water and all that. And then we was going to take it further with some fruit and vegetables and all that. But we started that. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now, maybe 4. But that brother was part of this. I'm part of this. We got some brothers from the nation part of this. We got some brothers from the church that's part of this. And then we just got some brothers that's part of this. It's a movement that ain't going to stop. You know, around the clock we working. Not only this, we're doing it with the nation, with the fruit of Islam. We're doing it with Union Temple. We're doing it with all revolutionary ideologies and divine sparks, energetic sparks, and the knowledge of our ancestors and the divine essence that's in us. We know this is a blessing. So we ain't going to stop what we're doing. We're going to deal with establishing Black Wall Street again. We're going to establish an infrastructure. We're going to put our sisters back in the position of power, which they are in through manipulation of those from the Tower of Babel. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about true divine spiritual power from the essence of Ma'at. What they think we forgot, we haven't. We're just waiting for our moment when we hear the sounds of the go-go beat. Yeah. And the African sounds of our ancestors at our feet. They move our feet with that African beat. The juju sounds. That's right. And I want to say something about Blackanized Incorporated. I need support because I want to do some things. I usually don't ask for your money, but I need donations. And I'm going to set that up sometime in the near future, that if you would like to donate to Blackanized Incorporated and the movement, and we got to deal with the website and the setup with my website, that you got to go on my page, Bluetooth, YouTube, and I need your subscription. All you got to do is go in there and subscribe. See, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscriptions. I got 5,000, almost 5,000 friends, they say, but it's a slow process for me anyway. But I'm not upset the least bit, because I know in time, patience is a virtue that they tell me in the divine essence. So my blessings is being patient and reaching my people. And so when they reach Black, they know we both Black in an energetic, divine purpose. I mean, frequency, vibration, and the energy come together in a divine way, from your mind way, on your pathway in this life of a quagmire, deceptive maze that they have created for us to lose our lives, because they have tapped into the frequencies to mislead our young brothers, to make them non-warriors, but make them predators. So we got to wake them up, but they got to wake themselves up and ask themselves, why do I have to continue to die? Why do I want to pull the trigger on my brother? You know, go to the mirror and ask your psychiatrist, because you're being programmed and you're under robot control, and that's all it is, my brother. You got to come back to your divine essence, your divine blessings, and deal with life and the reality of your ancestors. And in the God context, or the energy of the power of the supreme being, you can call it what you want to, but it can't be no dream. It got to be part of your reality, because the dream deferred is what they have occurred in our essence. But now we got the blessings, and we're in the age of Aquarius. So we got to be strong. And when we hear that horn and the drum beat, listen to the silence. See, they try to stop go-go down on 7th Florida Avenue. They try to put a man out of business because he played it. He know that's part of our culture. But the brothers and sisters went down there and they demonstrated. And now they say, man, y'all can't stop them people. They ain't doing nothing wrong. Just because you want to live in silence, like vampires and werewolves, want to have the outside bars and don't make no noise. But this ain't your town. You just visiting. You a tourist for real. See, you think gentrification is going to help you build your nation. No. You know why? Your death rate is greater than your birth rate. And our Black seeds just keep on growing. See, this is our town. Right now, gentrification got it under vanilla wafer. But it's all right, because it's always going to be Chocolate City. It ain't going to change. We got all the history and all the culture of DC. We know that y'all had us in captivity, but look how strong we is. We was here before you because we was the Native Americans. You know that? They so-called Indians and all, that was us, man. See, all y'all come from us. I don't care what you is. You can be Chinese, Japanese, Russian, you can be whatever you want to be, European or whatever, but none of y'all can make anything other than you yourselves. Go through us. Woo, everything comes through us. And we got to know that. We got to trust in our Creator and our ancestors. That's why we're going to be here forever. Well, I got to read a poem or something, right? Because I've been talking for a minute, and I know that get some more of this. No, I'm gonna get some more of this first. This is strong right here. The deal was everything. I mean, brother, I'm telling you, you can walk on the street and look at the leaf. He said you can eat that. That's Greek food, or you can take that and make some tea and overcome a cold. He's like a voodoo priestess, not a he a voodoo priest, herbalist, a healer, and he a master drummer. That's some hot stuff there. Let me go get my poetry. Or should I do something? Let's talk. Now I'm gonna get my poetry. Is it over there? Did I bring it in? I think I did. 1 second, please. I don't know if I did. If I did, I don't know what I did with it. Oh my, what I do? I can't have it. I can't have it. I don't know where the poetry is. Ore vego na seco na que toda va. Wola cabidito. Let me look over here. I don't know if I ain't leaving it. Oh Lord have mercy. So I gotta wait on that because you know I'm a reader or reciter. I'm not a reciter, I'm a writer. So my poetry, I write it down. And I read from, oh, there you go. I'm telling you, I'm saved by the cloak. There it is, man. I just finished reading the 7 volumes of Meta Netta too. That's where I'm at. You know, I deal with ancient Kemet. That's why I wear these pieces, the Wajat, and the Ankh. Y'all know the red, black, and green. And this right here keep me grounded, stuff like that. So I just finished reading 7 volumes of Meta Netta, right? Great information. And then my brother, Reverend Willie Wilson. I got to get into this now. Birth of the Bible. You be talking some things, and people look at him like, man, what are you talking about? The man be talking the truth, man. He even said things I be saying, you know, like the natural enemy. He said that in the last service, the European. He ain't have no cut card. I'm looking at it, I say, man, I'm in the service, and he said that. I said, man, I just said that. I always say that. So the brother is strong. So I'm, you know, just getting in this mind, or he's sharing his mind with us. So I'm getting in this now, and then I don't know where I'm going next. Oh, I got to write a couple of books. I got to write a book on chess because I taught it, and you can't see over there, but it's 10 trophies over there. First place trophies that brothers from Ward 8 and sisters from Ward 8, they was like from 8 to 14. They didn't even know how to play chess, but they received it and believed in themselves, no knowledge of themselves after they got the knowledge of the game. They went around the city and won 10 first place trophies, man. And they say that they don't know nothing. All they have to be is disciplined, shown that somebody care about them and love them, and man, and stay on top of them and push them gently with information and something they like. Man, when I used to see their face, man, when they beat the tournaments, man, and get them trophies, man, you just don't know, man, how good I felt. Man, to see them smile and the enthusiasm that it gave them, you know, the critical thinking skills, and then they did better in school and everything, man, because I just wasn't giving them the game. I was talking to them about the game, you know, because I'm a streetologist. I got a PhD in streetology from SWU. So, you know, with what I know, I got to give it to my young warriors and young brothers, and especially the youngest, like from 8 to 14 or something like that, so they can have some insight and not try, but live right. So let me do my poem, man. Let me do my poem. Oh, I'm gonna do this because I was gonna do this yesterday, but I didn't get to it, right? I'm gonna do two poems. And I hope that I can, I guess I always say that I want to motivate, stimulate, and elevate us in a spiritual, divine way. So this here is called My Black Is, right? I say, my black is the essence of God and making of me the original man and woman. My black is crystal clear and I hold it so near and dear. My black is the essence of a black woman, strong, bold, and intelligent, a matriarchic, a bold. That's soul, my mystical flower with magical powers. My black is truth etched in stone in the pyramids of my mind, my Nubian home next to the Nile River, where the truth was delivered to me. My black is the melanin being secreted to activate my pituitary and my pineal gland to open my third eye in order for me to become celestially connected, universally free, and spiritually divine. My black is the stolen legacy, plagiarism, distortion, lies, and even the sanction of the Pope that gave them hope of being better than those who brought them the Renaissance at their mind's expense. My black is being stolen from our homeland by the European man, clan after clan, with a ruthless hand, rape, castration, and mutilation of the African nation. My black is the death of 350 million Africans, and they want us to forget and to remember some European bull bitter news. I said bull bitter news. My black is auction blocks being born, then torn from our families, jumping brooms, then sleeping in separate rooms, while the children become mulattoes, octoroons, and quarteroons. My black is the black doors, fighting wars, Ku Klux Klan, the white man under sheets, lynching, burning in the streets, Jim Crow, black laws, emancipation, proclamation, all in this nation. My black is racism, classism, separation, integration, almost like apartheid. So many of us died with civil rights and no human rights, all of this in broad daylight. My black is assassination, agent provocateurs, informers, snitches, NSA, NSC, CIA, FBI, who bring in the cocaine and the heroin that the people be buying. But they tell us there's a war on drugs, but they just be lying. My black is taking the white Jesus off the walls of our churches and rewriting the story in school books, stating that our history begins with slavery instead of the builders of the first civilizations. My black is my love for my people, no matter Christian, Muslim, or Jew. And that's that black in you that makes you who you are, a celestial star in the essence of God, etched across your heart. Just like mystical art, black is what it is, beautiful and supreme. And this is no dream. My black is a manifest reality that can't be sold or bought. My black is reteaching the European story with the truth about our story that needs to be taught. My black is what it is. Yeah, that is. And you know what, where I got that from? It was my son. He supposed to did, they had a little thing to say, my black is, they supposed to wrote this stuff. I said, man, you ain't doing that. That's that quote right there. My black is. So that's where this poem come from my son. And this right here, it touches my heart, man. This really touches my heart. I wrote this and just listen to it. This is for my sisters all around the globe, all on this planet Earth. I apologize. I apologize to the woman of the melanin world from the beginning of the tribal wars to living the African shores. Open the door of no return to the matriarchic society across the Atlantic on a ship called the Satanic, where all hell was suffered by you, the mother of the earth. We just stood there and watched you raped of your innocence like it's something you asked for. I apologize, my queen. Every ship should have burned right there. Then they disrobe you of your dignity upon landing on these shores of the United States of hypocrisy. They say America, and paraded you on an auction block, being bidded upon by ruthless fiends who never seen such beauty of Hottentots. Hottentots. You know, the sister with the big buttocks. Yeah, that's what they did. All the sadistic acts against you have not been forgotten. The brutal rapes, the killing of your baby, including fetuses. Our act of dying and killing should have been there at that moment, and this story would have not been able to be told. But after all that you've been through, while we stood by and did nothing, my melanin sisters, what unfolds next? Shame that I give it no name to it. All the abuse, verbal, physical, and sexual, that stems from our hands adds insult to the unforgotten injury. Even though all men of African descent are not guilty of these shameful acts, I still ask for the forgiveness of every one of my melanin sisters in hopes that I will or they will accept the apology, or who feels the pain and shame of knowing these acts to have taken place. But no more, no more. Never again would that sin be upon us, because death will be our martyrdom. For matriarchic society is back from its ancient future and here is to stay with my melanin sisters, building upon it day by way of energetically connecting to the sisterhood of power, such warrior queens as Amina, Azim, Azinga, Nefertiti, Cleopatra, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Bessie Lou Heyman, Shirley Chisholm, Dr. Khadija Abdulmalik, Cynthia McKinney, and Michelle Obama. All homage is due to all my melanated sisters all over the globe. Man, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. You know, it just messes with me, man. Our women had to go through all what they had to go through, man. But not all the time that we didn't do nothing. They don't tell us about the revolutionaries, the Seminoles, and all these brothers, the Maroons, and all that. They fought for theirs, and they controlled theirs, and that's where we got to get back to. We got to protect our women, our children, and our communities. We got to protect everything that belongs to us. It all belongs to us because we're the original people. We let them steal it from us, take it from us, but there's no more. This is our time now in the age of Aquarius. And as always, I get to talking, and sometimes I overtalk, and I don't talk that much. I like to listen for real to the last poets, Gil Scott Hearn and Bama. You can give me some Marvin Gaye, some Bill Withers, and what's the Billy Paul, all them brothers, you know, to stand tall with the. And then you can give me some Humam Bellamy and his crew. And then you can give me some of the go-go all the time, because that, you know, that rhythm. Well, so it's that time to say, we got to deal with the essence of my 42 admonitions. Then we got to deal with Kwanzaa every day, a principle that we just deal with. Then we know that Black history is every day because it's eternal. We can never confine Black history because our history is divine. We got to come from our mind, from a divinity, from a divine perspective, and of our ancestors, from our temple, from our universe, that we got to understand that we are the controllers of the universe. We got to take it black. We got to take it black. We got to take it black through dealing with infrastructure and Black Wall Streets. And once again, we got to protest and boycott, just like we did about the go-go thing. You know, I wasn't down there but one day because I was doing other things. but I'm down there all the time in spirit, whatever's going on the globe. And what I don't like now that's going on the globe, that they enslaving people in Libya, and they ain't doing nothing about it. You talking about, man, I feel that. I feel that pain. How can they let that happen, man? Taking their women, children, and the men not doing nothing. Man, if you can't live for life, man, I ain't gonna go there. And where's the other people that's supposed to be, where's the UN, the police of the world? Huh? Where's the Islamic movement over there? Where's the revolutionary people over there? They don't care nothing about us, man. If we don't care nothing about ourselves, then we ain't gonna do nothing but die and have nothing left. The stench of death if we don't stand up and be men. All over the globe, all over the globe. And then also, I want y'all to know that I love y'all because I love me. I love y'all and I love me because I'm mentally free and I'm spiritually inclined, and I know that y'all all in the line of the currency of the divine essence of the blessing from the Creator and our ancestors. And so with that, I'm going to do the roll call. What is that? Oh, go France. I'm telling you. She know about the go-go move, but I know she'd have been happy as I don't know what. She'd have been up here talking, what y'all trying to do? Shut down go-go? You crazy. She wanted to go queens up this jump, man. She's somewhere else now, doing speaking the word of the Creator. I'm telling you, she should get a church. And this sister I just met, Red Fork Kim, touched my heart by saying what she said to me at the funeral the other day, Mr. Weaver Jr. And what I said, we'll deal with that in time. And we got Michael Muhammad, we got Iman Long, we got Marcelo Divisa, we got my big uncle, DC LOM. DC Loyalty Over Money, I tell you. That's his clothing line. Then we got Kenneth McIntyre. And that's really old school. Me and him went too. With that, I'm gonna say I gotta go now. I ain't gotta go, but you know, sometimes you can't talk too much because you over talk and then you don't get your point across. And I'm trying to get my point across all the time because it's about our divine mind in the temple of the divine essence of our Lord and our ancestors. That's from our DNA to give us the messages that we need to hear in our mind. And then if your chakra centers and your kundalini are operating from the energy, your pineal gland is stimulated by the melanin, then your third eye open, and then you know it ain't no lie. So with that, I'm going to say bye for this moment. But I'll be back if I stay alive. Ain't got that kombucha guy. I got to do the work of my Lord for my people that I accepted. So y'all be in black peace, black power, and black love. And I'll see y'all tomorrow if it's meant to be. Amen. Ashe Hotep. Salam alaikum. Shalom. See y'all later. Akinisaba, Shekoma, Selo.